Well, on your phone you can.
From the shadows of New York's Manhattan skyline to Arizona's Valley of the Sun resides a radio program the world over has been waiting for. Hosted by two men no one has ever heard of. It's a place where idiocracy runs free and rarely a point is made. Kieran.
We're looking up something about something that doesn't exist, and then we're reading a quote that this dude just made up, and we're taking it as fact.
Rocket.
Yahoo Answers, the same place where people ask, I never had sex, can I get pregnant? That's the same place.
Together, these men will bring you laughter at any cost, even if that means sacrificing their own egos or well-being. So put your brains on standby. Sit back and relax. The boys have returned. Lunatic Radio starts now.
Bang, let's start the fucking show, eh?
What up? Yes. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Lunatic Radio Show. I'm Kieran S. Rockway over there.
What up?
Hope my microphone is sounding better today. I don't know if it is, but it might. Live number to call in, 718-690-9290. I believe that is the number. I say it every week, but sometimes I forget. 718-690-9290. You can email us at the show, lunaticradio.com. You can do that stuff too. Follow us on Twitter at Lunatic Radio, on Instagram at Lunatic Radio, and all that good stuff. What's going on, Rock? A lot to talk about today, and we got a special guest in studio. He's an old friend of the radio program. He's known us since the Bar Night days. So all you old listeners listening to the show, you might know who this man is. His name is we like Rock and I like to call him Chaos Chris.
What do
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris Italia, everybody, from the Stand.
Word Life, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, the comedy club entrepreneur empire guy. He's the man in the comedy business, and he's going to be third miking with us today.
Word Life, guys.
Word Life.
He's already said more than Leroy.
Who's Leroy?
Leroy's our third micer.
Oh, is that the Ronch Fox guy?
No, he's our micer. Yeah. Rock, by the way, I'm looking at Rock on the studio monitor. He looks thoroughly excited for you to be on the show today.
I am. Why are you always doing that? Why are you always picking stupid fights with Chris and I? It's so dumb.
I don't know. I feel like you're not excited. I'm looking at you on the monitor here.
Oh, you know what? No, honestly, it's sad because I wish I was there because I'd be hugging him so hard right now and just being right next to him and just kind of, touching him, because I miss him. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I seen him. The last time I had I saw him was what? What's that?
In your tri-state area, it's not like it's impossible for us to.
Oh please, you're too busy. I remember I texted you not too long ago, and you're like, "Who's this?"
What do you want?
I don't know. You're beneath me in the.
Yeah. I ain't got time for you low-level people.
I don't speak to riffraff. Yeah, it's a big weekend, by the way. For can I mention it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's got AIDS. Chris has got AIDS.
I'm plugging this thing, man.
He's Italian from New York. I'm afraid of what I can say.
No,
Get whacked.
You'll just be in my back pocket for the rest of your life.
Yeah, it's exciting to have Chris on, not only because he's an old friend and he's a very funny man, and he's in the comedy world, which we attempt to do a comedy show here. But he also is a producer on the Super Troopers 2, which opened up on Friday.
Yeah.
Theaters around the country.
Yeah.
So
shocking numbers. Apparently.
No, you're not supposed to say that, Chris. It's not shocking. Come on.
Forbes magazine said we shocked everyone with being number one on Friday night.
Yeah, he was number one on Friday night.
Congratulations. That's fantastic.
In the dry air.
What? What? Where are you
He's
going?
already done. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew it. He just
Uh,
wanted the plug, and he's out.
Where are you going? He's walking around the apartment here. Now he's going to
He's
the
got a bloody
bathroom.
nose. The dry
It might-
air.
To take an Uber to the bathroom. My apartment's so huge.
Right.
I'm a monster in the podcasting world.
Right, we get it.
I can afford
No,
everything.
it's okay. It's all right.
I think I can afford napkins. You have fun trying to find one, Chris. To tell you.
So, is a bloody nose?
Go in my closet. There might be a towel in there, but don't look at my underwear.
Why would?
Lingerie, Rock. I got it. Lingerie.
Right.
Saturday.
Frilly stuff.
All by myself, by the way.
Bet.
I got a big foot mirror where I play that creepy song. I say I'll fuck me.
Mirrors and Silk, the Kieran McCann story.
I don't know what he's doing. I can't hear him. What are you doing? I do have
He's
toilet
looking
paper.
for an
Look,
excuse to leave.
look underneath the sink, but don't look at the baby oil under there. Wait, open up the drawer next to the sink. That's where I have all my condoms. He's just going through drawers in my apartment. Well, Chris Italia is joining us on the radio show,
Sorta.
everybody. But he got a nosebleed 3 minutes into
It's
the show.
amazing.
By the way, somebody chime in to let me know if my microphone's working well. I don't know if it is
Well,
or not.
from my end, the compression still sounds like way off.
Oh man, really?
It's something weird, like, and it's more like if we like talk over each other, which we try to avoid, obviously, anyways. But it just completely gets like shut out now, and it becomes very difficult to hear. But
There's Chris Italia back here. Are you literally having?
Let me explain something.
I gotta screen cap this.
Producing a movie is not all that's cracked up to me. I've been fucking stressed out mess for 3 fucking days.
Do you literally have a nosebleed, or is this a
Yeah.
radio bit?
Yeah.
This is a shitty ass bitch.
I'm in Scottsdale, a desert, dry air.
Really? Maybe
Yeah.
you got that. You know what they have out here when you breathe in the
Scorpions.
dust. I know they have scorpions. He doesn't like scorpions. They have when you breathe in the dust that blows up from the dust storms. They have a thing called a valley fever.
Ooh.
Yeah, it lasts 6 months.
Oh, great. Exactly what I needed.
And you never know when you're gonna get it. So when there's like dust blowing around or a little wind gust, and you breathe in some particles from the ground, from the earth, it can make you sick for 6 months. Have
That's
fun
not
with
a
that.
real thing.
You know what Chris and I saw last night?
2 guys jerking off.
Other than a drunk rich guy spitting into a fucking goddamn plant, saw wild pigs,
Yeah, what are they called?
javelinas.
Javelinas.
Yeah.
The whole crew of them.
They look like monsters' heads with feet.
Oh.
That's weird.
They look like big fat possums, basically.
Yeah, big fat possums. They're just wild, running through like a neighborhood.
Have you seen them before, Karen?
No, I've never seen. I've heard them.
Wow.
Never seen
Wow.
a pack. They were running through some guy's front lawn. Well,
Yeah,
front
and
dirt.
they went in the backyard.
There's no lawns here. It's the front. Yeah.
Look at him trying to drink while it's fucking. What
Monster.
a mess.
It might not be good drinking a monster while you have a fucking nosebleed.
I mean, I'm already here, you know?
I like this. This humanizes the superstar.
Oh, dude, there's no superstar here. You don't understand the amount of stress and, like, just gut-wrenching moments.
Oh, but you can
How-
handle it.
yeah, sure.
Right. Fair enough.
Got maybe 3 hours of sleep all weekend. You know,
yeah, he's on vacation, like a little, long weekend vacation, and he doesn't even sleep. He doesn't even take time to sleep.
well, I had scheduled this on purpose. It's a group of friends, coming out. A friend of mine has a home here. I scheduled it on purpose so I could not be in New York City or Los Angeles
when
during this weekend.
so
Yeah.
when the movie opens, you don't have to deal with
Right.
people going,
Right,
man,
yeah. So, and I just been nervous wreck.
Right, but it hasn't changed. Like you went out into the middle of the fucking desert, and you're
Yeah,
still
it's worse. It's
It's
worse. It's worse than ever, actually. Worse than ever.
literally. Yeah, I was at the place last night. You couldn't hear a peep. You couldn't hear a person. You couldn't. Maybe hear like a little bird in the distance.
Yeah.
Very secluded.
It's a very palatial estate.
Yeah.
There's a pool.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Hot tub. It's relaxing.
Great ambiance. Yet he's fucking walking around on his phone, fucking staring at that thing, stressing alcohol.
What are the numbers?
Yeah. I know. I don't have a choice. I get the numbers hourly.
Yeah. I'm doing good.
Basically, what time is it right now? At 6:08, I will get a new update for the hour.
Right. So every hour he's looking at his
phone. And it just comes, whether I want it or not. It still comes.
His mood changed hourly. So like 1 hour he did good, and the numbers are doing good for Super Troopers 2, and he said, "Oh yeah, very talkative. Hey, let's turn on the hockey game. Let's watch some NHL playoffs." And the next hour,
motherfucker,
people stop going to the fucking movie, and he's like, "Oh fuck this, I'm going to bed."
Oh come on, seriously, it's that much of a flux. Like every hour, it
fluctuates. So crazy.
That's crazy.
It's really.
It's like the Bitcoin.
I mean, I've produced docs and TV shows, and even in small independent movies. But this is our first, big movie.
Right.
And
I love the fact that we have a man who actually works in the Hollywood.
An executive producer.
Executive producer.
For all your kids at home. This is what happens.
He's on a podcast with a fucking goddamn accent. Shut up his nose.
This is what happens. Nosebleeds.
This is fucking hilarious.
I've aged at least, 5 years. 3 days.
Yet you continue to want to do it.
Yeah. Oh no, I don't want to do it. I'm in it now.
There's no getting out.
That's it, pretty much.
Hollywood just sucks you in.
It's not even Hollywood. It's just everything.
It's the business, the entertainment business.
Yeah. I would never say I'm in Hollywood because I'm not.
Right.
But you are.
No, I'm not.
Where are you going tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
He's going to Hollywood tomorrow. Yeah. He's gonna be
to claim. Because I have to go deal with distributors and have those meetings. Opening weekend is the most important weekend.
Are you gonna do it with a napkin in your nose?
Yes, I am.
Whatever it takes.
This is what you consider. Hospital's next.
Oh my god.
But this is what you've done. And look, there is certainly an exhilaration to it.
Mm-hmm.
But then that lasts for about 15 minutes, and then the rest is this.
At one point, did you stop enjoying? You have blood on your fucking shirt.
I'm sure I
do.
This
is amazing. Can I blow up the screen now, Chris, so everyone can enjoy that?
Is it?
Probably. I'm not gonna take away the napkin.
Oh my god. Oh my.
I went you have to understand. I went into his kitchen. There was no paper towels.
No, of course not. He's got socks though. He's got plenty of socks.
And I figured right next to the toilet must be toilet paper.
Right.
Ran out.
Of course he did.
So now I'm like, where the fuck does he keep his extra rolls? And then there was one roll in a bag. Not even the bag of the toilet paper. It's like a regular plastic bag. Hidden, in the back of his, cabinet in the sink.
Yeah.
He just needs the occasional tissue and socks. That's about it.
You know what's great about the live feed we're sending out on YouTube, everybody, is Rock keeps on fucking focusing in on Chris's bloody nose. Oh, here's by the way, caller coming in. Virgin Zach, you're on the air. What's going on?
Virgin Zach.
You know what, Chris? I know what you're dealing with of trying to find something to clog your nose at Kieran's apartment, because being as a single guy, I was looking around my apartment to clean up a mess. I don't have anything but just one roll of paper of toilet paper right now.
I mean, I'm single, guys. I have a fucking closet stacked with toilet paper.
Yeah, but you probably call somebody.
I have I
He's got his people. I got my people.
Closet of paper towels.
You have 6 interns.
Servants.
Who's in my apartment at all times.
Yeah.
Servant number 3, get me more toilet paper.
Wait a minute.
No, for blowing my nose like an adult.
figured something out. Kieran has replaced Rock with Chris because it sounds like Chris and Rock are the exact same person.
Oh. He's on to us. Hang up. Hang up.
Go ahead. You know what? There is. I think there's a full roll of toilet paper
Found it.
next to the baby oil and mouth fucking gags underneath my.
And the dead body.
Yeah, if there's an Asian girl in my closet, don't go in there. Actually, Chris was the one. It's funny, Chris Italia, joining us on show. We've known Chris since I actually asked Chris yesterday. I was like, when the hell do we meet? And I was like, I have no fucking idea when I actually met him. But it's probably been since 2003. We've been friends. And Chris was the one back in like 2005 that told me, hey, next time you get a girlfriend, whenever you get a girlfriend, you bring it to her apartment, have a locked box, like a locked box, and tell her that she can never touch it.
Oh.
Never go in that box. Because it leaves a little mystery.
Sure.
You know? And like, she's always going to be thinking about the box.
Chris would think of something like that. Something as devious as that. That's terrible.
And this is the guy we choose to be friends with.
Chaos Radio is a show bit.
Yeah, it's a show bit. Come out with a condom in your nose. That'd be great. They'll catch all the blood.
Al in the chat room says stick a small cork in his nostril. I read it too quickly. I thought it said stick a cock up his nostril. Well, now we're just having fun.
I do have a small cock. I could. What else you got, Virgin Zach? Anything? Or are you just waiting for Chris to come back so you can talk to him?
No, well, I just haven't been able to see the show for a while, and I figured I'd just make a comparison that I'm on your side here, and you don't really need a lot when you're just by yourself all the time.
No, I honestly don't. I am a, what would they call it? A minimalist. A minimalist by, not by choice. Yeah. It's cool. I think this is going to be a fun show, even though we're already fucking 15, 20 minutes into it already. But it's going to be a fun show having Chris here. Honestly, we really don't have much prepared. I know Chris had the Super Troopers 2. Everybody go out and watch Super Troopers 2. Go to the movie theater and watch it. Right. Don't wait till it flicks. Don't wait for. I'm
taking someone out to go see that either Friday or Saturday.
Ooh, a date? Right. He's going out on a date?
Yes.
What? A guy or a girl?
Right, fair question.
Thank God.
That is a fair question, Virgin Zach. Yeah, no, that's a good thing that you mentioned because Chris wants longevity for the movie. He wants people to go see it next week. It's not just about this weekend; it's about next weekend as well. And here he is.
Yeah, but really, this is the most important weekend because opening weekend what happens with distribution is if it has a poor first weekend, then our distribution company decides, well, it's not worth keeping in theaters, so we're gonna cut the amount of theaters that it's in half. But if it does really well in the first weekend, they may decide to add another 400 theaters or another 500 theaters, and and it kind of builds from there. So, but we do have Infinity War coming out on fucking Thursday.
Yeah, right. No problem. No problem. Yeah. Just the most anticipated film in the past 10 years.
What is the film coming out?
Avengers Infinity.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. They've been building this film up, Kieran, for the past 10 years.
There really is no good time to put out an independent comedy because...
Especially this time of year because you got all the fucking comic book movies that come out.
Yeah, there's just, comic book movies have destroyed the film industry because nothing else works.
Like, how many comic book movies can you fucking make?
They put out, at least
10
a year.
Right.
Well, this year alone for Avenger movies, there's going to be 5 total, and that's not like all combined. That's just like Infinity War and then its own little.
There's a new X-Men movie coming out this year.
At this point, there's been so many Avenger movies. It's like almost like a soap opera. It's just fucking.
Well, they make money.
Yeah.
That's why.
That's it. Because people are obsessed with them.
Because everyone loves them.
Yeah.
They don't get.
Put a superhero in a movie and that's it. It's a done deal. Except if it's Ben Affleck and Batman.
I would disagree. There's not a good time to put out a comedy film. The problem is putting it out up against a massive blockbuster that's waiting in the wings. I mean, there's certain times of the year that's good, like the low times, but
No one had, like this weekend, no one had anticipated A Quiet Place doing so well,
Right.
and it's in its third week and it's doing great, and that's great. Actually, really good for the film industry is that horror is still doing well.
yeah.
And that's a good sign that 3 weeks in it's still going strong. And then we were basically up against the only other comedy that was released this weekend was Amy Schumer's I Feel Pretty.
All right.
Yeah.
By the way,
fact
Ryan,
that-
that's
so
my.
funny.
Let me just interject. That's my first girlfriend, the girl that took my virginity. That's her movie. I Feel Pretty.
Yeah, fuck that bitch.
She produced that one.
Literally, he did.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, next to a sod farm off of Randall Road.
Aw.
That brings her down a peg.
Hey, we were 17.
I keep telling him to call her up because she might be single right now and to just give her a shout and see what's up, but he refuses.
I told him to. I said the same thing.
Yeah, he said it. Yep.
It's ridiculous.
Hey, Cole. I was like, hey, Chris, it's kind of odd that you're my friend and you have a movie coming out this weekend, and I had a girl I dated, and she's produced a movie that came out on the same day.
Yeah, but I still talk to you. So.
Yeah, he's still talking to me, which makes you a better friend.
So the other disadvantage we're at is we're about 1,000 less movie theaters than all the 3 movies that we're competing with this weekend,
Right.
which is Rampage with The Rock,
Mm-hmm.
Amy Schumer's movie, and Quiet Place. They all have well over 1,000 movies, more movie theaters than us.
Right, so inevitably they're going to make more money.
Yeah, so the fact that we beat them all on Friday was a fucking huge victory.
Right.
And that was when I was, doing. I was at my best on Friday.
Yeah, he's doing good. But it was cool that, maybe that was because, people who like to, partake in the marijuana.
Yeah, we strategically released the movie on 420, and it worked. It was, it wasn't my idea, obviously, but the guys from Broken Lizard, they were they were looking at a December release. We were done with this last August, September. We screened a rough cut for the studio on, I want to say, June of last year, and by August, September, we were ready to go, and they wanted to do it in December for like a Christmas release.
Mm-hmm.
And the guys just said, hey, we think it'd be a lot smarter if we had more time to ramp up and do a 420 release. And the studio was really great about it, and decided to hold off and do it on 420. And I think it really worked. I mean, I think that's the reason why we won Friday.
Yeah.
Sure.
It makes too much sense. There's no other way that would have happened.
Mm. Go ahead, Virgin Zach.
I think a good point to mention is that the Kickstarter you guys did for Super Troopers 2. I mean, it's the biggest Kickstarter to go for a movie, not a franchise.
I don't think Ally McBeal actually
movie.
did. I don't think Ally McBeal movie did raise more than Super Troopers. I think they raised about $7 million.
Yeah, how much did you raise?
The Indiegogo that they did was about a little under $4 million.
That's amazing, man. That's a lot of fucking money.
It's a testament to obviously how people feel about the first one.
Yeah.
And the movie was about $12 million total to make, which is still a lot of money,
Sure.
and we used it all for sure.
Yeah.
And it looks it too. The movie looks great. So I mean, we really put all the money, in the movie, and it's just phenomenal. There's some great shots. It's filmed great. Jay, our director, was tremendous with how he executed this. It wasn't easy to make because of everybody's schedules, but we made it work. So we right before we started shooting, Rob Lowe, who's who plays like the main opposition in the movie. He booked a TV show, and all of a sudden we didn't have him anymore.
Oh shit! Oh man.
He was great about it. He said he would work if we were okay with it. He would work every weekend
Right.
while we were shooting. So basically during the week, we would shoot scenes without him, and then on weekends we'd fly him out to Massachusetts where we were shooting, and he'd film 14 hours a day.
Wow.
No
So Saturday and Sunday, and and then go back on a red eye to LA in the at Sunday night. So he could be on set for his TV show on Monday.
Dedication, man.
Yeah,
That's
he's tremendous, man. He's so fucking good, and he went with everything. Like a scene in the movie where he has to touch a dick, and he was like so fucking for it. He's like, yeah, let's do it. That's great. That sounds awesome.
Right.
And then he like improv where he's just started like tapping it a bunch, and then like punching it like a punching bag,
Right.
and like you can't ask for more from a guy, especially a guy at his level, to like be willing to do whatever we wanted. Was tremendous.
The undertaking of making a movie, man. It's just listening to Chris talk about it, not only here on the show, but like yesterday, or we were hanging out together. It's just like, oh man, what a headache.
It's a lot of parts, a lot of moving parts to it.
And you finally, like you just mentioned, you get it done, and then you're like, you know what? We're gonna wait fucking 10 months because 420 in April is gonna be that'll be the best way to put it.
Yeah.
So everybody that's worked so hard, and the crew, and the director, and the actors, and the blah blah blah, everybody's like, all right, guys, well, we finished. Let's get it out there. 10 months wait. 10 months wait.
Well, honestly, I mean, people in the business know that that's very much how it works. At the end of the
Right.
day, I mean, films could go a year, 2 years before it's released. It's just it all depends on when they're able to get it on there. If they feel like there's a good opportunity, awards sometimes come into play. There's a lot of factors beyond just the final shot and then getting it on the screens. But very smart move, if I could add. That was good to do the little bit of wait, and I'm sure it helped. Anytime you get more seats in the theater.
There's no way this movie beats out 3 other movies that were supposed to win Friday.
Right. Like it did.
Without that definitely has nothing to do with it. Not that it wouldn't have done well. It's just because of what it means and what the film is. It's definitely a story movie. It was a huge help.
Vern Zach, I'm gonna let you go, buddy.
Yeah. How did you get involved with this, Chris?
It's actually we have a production company, and Jay is a good friend. He's one of the guys from Broken Lizard. He's a director also. He was doing stand-up at the Stand probably about 2 years ago, and we were just kind of talking about it, and he said, yeah, we're having trouble getting this thing off the ground. We need finishing funds, and we need to cut a lot of corners. So we were able to provide production services at a much better rate, and color and all that stuff, and then we helped them raise about another $4.5 million to finish the film.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah. It was exciting. I mean, look, it was exciting to get involved with it. We had at that point we have done some other independent films. Nothing big or anything, but this was definitely the biggest budget we've ever worked with. And it's not our movie. We helped them.
Right.
It's a movie.
Yeah.
We got involved, and they at every screening they've been so gracious. They basically have pointed us out, saying we saved this movie. I think it would have got saved no matter who got involved.
Right.
Just we were in the opportunity. We seized the opportunity. We knew that the film would be great. And we got involved. We were very aggressive about it.
Well, even based on the fan support, the folks, contributing money to get the project going, the $4 million or whatever you said raised on the social media, that's pretty cool, man. Like that's fucking cool. That's like a different type of thing. Like when you're like, hey guys, would you like to see another fucking Super Troopers movie?
Yeah,
and you put it out to the audience, and like, yeah, here's fucking $5.
It's
Here's
very
$5.
organic. It's very organic.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Just because of the state of how the film industry is, obviously everybody knows the first Troopers became a cult film, and when they went back to the studio said, hey, we'll distribute this, just go raise the money to make it.
Right.
And it's like that's what they get after becoming a cult film. They want to do a sequel. The studio says, hey, we just don't see this as a moneymaker.
Right.
And so you know, that kind of fucking, it's a low blow, man. It deflates you. It makes you maybe not want to do it, but credit to those guys to push forward. And they said, you know what, let's take this to the fans. Let's see if we really do have a fan base. Right. And it worked. It fucking worked, man. Fans really responded, and it gave them the motivation to go find private funding, you know, to match what they had raised from fans. And Jay always knew that it was going to take about around 10 million to do this, and you know, the way he wanted to, because they had probably written about 30 versions of the script by the time they started shooting. And you know, it's a challenge. It's a challenge. I mean, anytime you try and make a movie, like I've been trying to make this movie for about 3 million. This other movie, it's if I tell you how impossible it is, and it's not even about names. I have names attached to it, and I still can't.
Really?
Yeah, it's fucking impossible.
You need way more money to do it.
Yeah, and like, you know, and this, you know, if this does well, if it continues to do well or whatever, I might have an opening where I can raise the funding to make this other film I want to make.
Right.
That's basically how it is. And if this one failed, if this didn't go well at all, I would probably never have been able to make it again.
Sure. We were talking about that yesterday. That's why Chris was so, you know, in the middle of the desert in a nice little area where he could relax, but yet he wasn't, because he's on his phone looking at the numbers, because he wants to do well with this movie. So it enables him the opportunity to fucking go and possibly do another one, which is the one.
A lot of, while I've been, you know, I've been trying to raise money for this other film. Every answer's been, well, let's just see how you do on this one.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Thanks.
That's it. No, it's unfortunately that's what it is, man.
I mean, it's cool to actually talk to you about it, because you got folks out there probably listening to this, maybe going, you know, this I want to get into Hollywood. I want to get into Hollywood. Well, it's not fucking whatever.
Nosebleeds
and fucking
sleepless nights,
stressed out. Fucking god damn.
My nose has been bleeding all weekend.
Really?
Yeah. I just didn't expect it to happen right now, but
because of the dry air in Arizona?
No, because of the fucking stress, man.
In a combination with the dry air? I don't know.
Probably a combination, but definitely the stress.
Really?
I'm a bleeder, man. I bleed.
So are you one of these on-set EPs, or were you kind of like distant?
I was on set a bunch.
You were one of those guys.
I didn't need to be. I just went because I wanted to experience it. Sure. So most of the time I would go to set on weekends.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't that far from New York. So, you know, if they were shooting like in Middle America, I probably wouldn't have jumped on a plane to go. But it was like a 2.5 hour drive, 3 hour drive to get there. So it just made sense.
Cool.
I did have a chair with my
Of course you did, because you demanded it on your rider.
Surprised me. I would say, hey, I'm coming up this weekend, and then I would show up, and there was a chair. I was shocked as shit.
Well, yeah, man, you're the money guy. They got to give you a chair.
They treated us really well. You know, there's this one of the producers that kind of puts it all together. This guy named Rich Perillo, who's been with them from the first movie they ever made together. And he was, you know,
doesn't he do like tours for Italy?
That's right. Are you related to that Perillo guy? You related to the Perillo tour?
No.
He's like a really serious guy. He makes like these amazing documentaries with Alex Gibney. Like they did the Scientology documentary on HBO.
Yeah,
which is fucking awesome. So like he's this guy who like makes some fucking kick-ass movies, and like, you know, I'm trying to joke around with them about the fucking Perillo tour.
Nice, yeah.
I go, you don't remember him? Yeah. It's Perillo. Perillo tour. He's looking at me like
fucking cheesy ass commercial.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Honestly, that was the first thing I thought of. Once he said Perillo, that's the first thing that came to my mind. I would have said the same thing.
Now the sun.
Right, right.
My father used to do Perillo. Welcome to Italy. Yeah. And now it's the sun doing it. It's old school. No. Well, it's nice having you, man. I'm sorry you're bleeding. Sorry your nose is
I'll leave now.
Well, how's the club doing? I mean, is that
The Stand, the wonderful comedy club.
You know, through the cringe humor events back in the old days.
Yeah, club's doing great. You know, we're
The Stand NYC.
we're rocking and rolling.
Mm.
Things are awesome.
You got 2 clubs now, right?
We have one in Long Island City called the Standing Room
Mm-hmm.
in Queens. What just happened there? I wanted to-
What, at the Standing Room or
Yeah,
at the
something
Stand?
just, no, at the stand. Something just happened. I wanted to mention.
So good.
Too much going on. I'm too stressed out.
How's Patrick?
Patrick's Patrick.
Patrick is our old buddy too. We used to call him
Just
Patty
Patty
Saltine.
Saltines.
Unfriended me on Facebook.
They don't get along.
Oh.
It's just, you know, he says some outrageous bullshit on Facebook, and I say, hey, man, tone that shit down, you know?
Right.
Oh.
And he'll come back and he'll go, well, you don't have to read it. And then he just blocks me.
Yes. Love it.
So,
What did he
and then the best part is he follows me on Facebook, so he can still see my posts.
Yeah, right. To see if you're pissed off or write something.
I'm like, what are you unfriending me for? What are you, fucking 12? Just want to be my friend, just go to Instagram. I was like, fuck you.
I'm glad nothing changes as we get older. Everything's the same.
If you want to be my friend, go to Instagram. On Facebook, we're not friends.
I'll just see you in person, whenever
Right.
that is.
You're only friends with me on this social media platform, not the other one, not the good one, not the Facebook.
Well, Facebook's no longer the good one, Kieran. Come on.
I don't
In
know.
another year or so, that thing's going to be gone.
I think so too,
Yeah.
man.
Do you think it's gonna be gone?
Yeah, I think somebody will come along with a better, you know, now especially everybody will be gunning for it.
Yep.
I mean, it's worse. I'll tell you right now, for the stand, the business.
Mm.
If you have like a business page, like you guys know, even on your page,
Right.
if you post something, it goes to no one
No,
unless
it's
you
dead as
boost it.
fuck.
And
Right.
like that is so not what the fucking
Yeah.
supposed to be. I have to pay for someone
Right.
to see it. Like that's not what you guys said you were.
Oh yeah, no, and I got
You know?
charged. I got charged twice. I've done that a few times. I get charged
Yeah, it's
like
crazy.
They say it's like, hey, $5, you know, promote this. It'll reach so and so amount of people. And that $5, I get hit with once, and I get hit with 2 more times. I'm like, what the fuck? I thought it was $5. And like,
And
no,
I'm
it's like,
all for if you want to expand your you know, from what you already have, you want to expand, you have to pay for, you know, to get more eyeballs on it. But the actual people that follow you don't see your posts,
Right.
unless you boost it.
really?
And that's fucked
Yeah.
up.
That's
Facebook is shady, man. It is a really shady business.
Already, you know, I don't, you know, they already like me. They should be able to see something I post. I
Right.
shouldn't have to fucking pay for that. But you know,
why is that, Rock? Do you think because it becomes so successful they can do it
Yeah,
now?
oh, absolutely. Zuckerberg's an asshole. Like tonight, 60 Minutes had what the developer who made the app that gave access to Cambridge Analytica to all the data. He is a shady motherfucker. And Zuckerberg, you know, the way I was reading it, just saw the opportunity for there to be made money and for data, because everything on Facebook is all about the data, and he took advantage of it. And it turns out that the guy that Zuckerberg threw under the bus, the guy who co-developed that app, now works with Zuckerberg. So it's just a fuck fest of just disgustingness at Facebook, and eventually it's just going to crumble because it's just shady, and all our data is all over the place.
It's all Sean Parker's fault.
But is it going to be so prompt?
Sean Parker?
Co-founders?
Yeah, he was, right? Well, at least
right.
fucking movie.
Well, that was a real story.
Was it?
Yes.
Yeah, but I feel like they fucking make up.
He
some
should have
shit.
blamed it on. He should have went public.
Was that Timberlake's part?
It was
Timberlake's part, yeah.
Remember at the end he gets arrested and he's crying.
Who would play you in a movie, Chris?
Oh,
Who?
Fred Savage.
Fred Savage.
yeah, right. Come on, Fred Savage.
Super Troopers 2. He's great.
I think Joey Stallone looks good.
Joey Stallone?
No, that's.
You mean
Frank
Frank
Stallone, that's it.
60s
He's in
now.
his
He's in his 60s.
Yeah, you know, they have good makeup artists.
Fred Savage.
Fred Savage.
He's got to gain some weight, though. He's got to gain some
Who's Ray Romano's brother in Everybody Loves Raymond?
Oh, yeah, I don't remember his name, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The guy who played Rocket. In a
Right.
movie.
Really? Oh, really? I was not even thinking of that.
Yeah,
The
but
guy with
whatever.
that deep voice?
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
Raymond.
Well, he would have to learn how to.
Hey, Raymond.
Dave Raymond. Yeah, that's him. That is not me at all.
One night I drank so much I blacked out, and I woke up standing next to Brad Garrett.
Really?
That's so wild.
Bizarre.
And that wasn't even like, that was like 10 years ago, like when, I wasn't involved with this stuff at all. And
Yeah.
I was in New York City, and I was out with my cousin from LA and my brother. And I had never drank this much. I can't remember. I can't tell you what happened the rest of the night, but I'm up in that Dream Hotel, and like their like Ava Lounge or some shit like that. And I wake up and I'm staring out into the city. It's like all glass.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy shit, what the fuck is going on? I have a drink in my hand, and I look over to my left, and there's Brad Garrett.
That's crazy.
And I go, hey, and he goes, nice view, huh? I'm like, yeah. It's awesome, man. What are you doing? Weird fucking.
Yo, Leroy suggests that you open a club at AZ so Kieran could run it for you.
Run it right into the ground.
I introduced him to my friend who does own a club here, Rick Bronson.
Yeah, very nice guy, but
You should have him on your show.
he's very funny.
He's a great guy. He used to be a comedian in Canada. He used to be like a touring comic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he actually hosted a show on the Travel Channel. He's good,
He's got very good. I noticed, just by listening to him talk, he's got very good diction and very like.
Yes.
I thought he
Not like
might have
me.
been an actor or something at some point, but I guess comedian.
He was a host.
Yeah.
He did a lot of, and then he just decided to start opening comedy clubs, and he's a very successful guy. Owns a club here, one in Minnesota, one in Edmonton, and then has pieces of other stuff as well. Really, really fucking great guy.
Fucking A, man.
Yeah. So anyone listening in Arizona, go to House of Comedy.
Yeah, House of Comedy. That's our spot. That is we'll champion that spot as the Arizona spot. Fuck the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a beautiful club, that House of Comedy
it's
in
really
Arizona.
cool, man.
It's fucking.
It's a good vibe.
One is, be honest with you, I know New York City's like on another level. Maybe I haven't been to the ones in LA, but that fucking club here that Rick has, I think is fucking perfect.
It's brand new.
State
It's 2
of the
years
art.
old. Yeah,
Perfect.
it's beautiful.
Yeah. Word up. All right. Well, you want to do a break? We'll come back.
Yeah, sure.
Fucking talk about some more shit with Chris Italia.
Hopefully my nose doesn't bleed.
The owner of the stand. 718-690-9290 is the number to call in if you want to do that, folks. We'll be back with more lunaticradio.com show right after these words.
Kieran and Rock. Lunaticradio.com.
Whitney? Hello, Whitney. Are you there?
Yeah.
Hey, it's Rocket from Lunatic Radio.
Hey.
Hey, we were told we were supposed to talk to you tonight.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know I was gonna I thought I wasn't gonna be by my phone.
You're by it.
Wait, but you're by your phone.
Here you are.
I know.
You got a couple minutes for us? Congratulations.
You win. You're there. You're at your phone. You win. You got
You're
the
a winner. Big winner today.
LunaticRadio.com prize winner.
Whitney wins. Whitney, we brought a big fan. Pam is here in studio. She's a huge fan of yours, and she wanted to be in studio during this.
I was way disappointed when I heard you might be calling in. I made them call you because I needed to hear you answer several things that this little poor boy Karen wanted to ask you. I'm going to make him fish for a second.
What do you want to ask me?
No, Pam, you ask. You ask, Pam. You had several questions of your own that you wanted to ask because you're the big fan.
I got to throw my fishing rod out there to catch.
No, Pam. Ask some questions. She's a big fan. You're a big fan of hers.
So I heard your, what is it, half-step other sister call in last week?
Yeah, she called in last week.
What is she again?
Brittany.
Yeah, she's Brittany. She was really cute. So you guys chill. Is she within a few feet of you right now?
Is she what?
Is she close by?
Is she close by?
No, I don't know. She's at the gym right now.
I got a question.
Oh, God, of course she's at the fucking gym. She's 19 years old. She's at the fucking gym. God.
Jesus.
Please.
Wait.
I'm jealous. jealous. Okay, stop. I'm jealous.
It's Jim,
jealousy.
a.k.a. cock in her mouth.
Yum.
She's really not in the gym. She's blowing some dude named Jim.
She's lucky.
That's what she means by Jim.
Now, Whitney,
Jimbo.
Stop, Whitney.
Now, Whitney, you know you're big. You're getting up there in the ranks. You're like becoming this big star. How big are your mammaries?
That would be cans.
How big are your mammaries, man?
Oh, I forgot a joke.
Man, you can't call a girl man.
34 double D.
34 double D. Wow.
Yeah.
I would call those balloons.
Are those natural? Are those yours, or are those like inserted?
Yeah, they're all natural.
Wow.
Wow.
Au natural. Wow. So what means they're real?
All right, we got any more questions?
Yeah, wait. So what are you doing right this very moment?
I'm actually in Rite Aid right now.
Oh, what are you buying? What are you buying? What is in the basket at this very moment?
A brain?
No, just buying things like that I need.
Like what?
What does Whitney Stevens need at
What
Rite
does she
Aid?
need? I want to know what she needs.
Douche.
Ew.
No, just, I don't know, like shampoo and stuff like that.
Ooh, what kind?
What
What do you got?
kind of shampoo?
I always go with the Selsun
Wait,
Blue, man.
no, hold on, stop. I
I
have
want to
some
know what
advice.
you smell like, Whitney. I need to know what you smell like.
Okay. Herbal Essence has the questions on the back. Whitney, it might be some fun.
Herbal
Go
Essence.
to the shampoo aisle.
Right, go to the shampoo aisle.
Will you?
I'm in it.
Okay,
She's in
look.
it.
Okay, it's Herbal Essence. It's pink and it's kind of a wavy bottle. And on the back,
Oh, yeah, I see that.
yeah, there's the shampoo matches the conditioner. So if you turn it around, read me a shampoo. We're gonna try and guess the conditioner, and then you tell us if we're right.
Okay. What part do you want? me to read?
Straight, Shirley Straight. I like that one. Or Simply Straight.
Dangerously straight?
Yeah, dangerously.
Okay. Can I be straight with you?
Yeah.
Do it.
You ready?
Go.
You really think straight, but you want to go flat out. Well, I'll give you a big dose of conditioning to help you get your straight.
Whitney, the question.
Is she really reading a
There's a
shampoo bottle?
question on there.
I'm really reading it.
Wait, no.
Question? Oh, I got
It's
some.
a percentage. It's a
How
percentage.
many? Oh.
All right, Whitney.
want me to read the question?
No,
Yeah,
no.
Read the question.
Give
Forget
one
about
more
the shampoo.
chance, Karen.
All right.
One more chance.
All right, go ahead.
The question, Whitney.
On average, how many couples
Thank
get
you.
married in Las Vegas?
Fucking
each
thank
day?
you. Fucking thank God.
How many people get married in Las Vegas? All right.
I know the answer. It's in my shower. You guys go. Guess.
Pam's angry. Pam is
On
very
average,
excited.
how many people get married in Vegas a year? Is that the question?
It is really on the
Day.
shampoo bottle.
A day.
In my
A day.
shower.
A day.
How many couples get married in Vegas a day?
I'd say about 2,000.
It's a percentage.
Are we actually answering this fucking question?
Yeah,
Whitney.
it's called play
Fuck you.
You know what? He's got no patience.
She's in fucking Dwayne Reed. Are you
I
kidding me?
love
On the
her.
phone with you.
Hey, Whitney, can you do me a favor? Whitney, could you do me a favor?
I do. I think it's
Go play in
30%.
traffic.
No. Whitney, could you do me a favor? This is Mark from Lunatic
Yeah?
Radio. Can you go into the prophylactic aisle and give me a box
you
of like
need to know the
Magnum
answer?
XLs?
And
Do
send
you want me to really do that?
Yeah, I need you to give me
No,
some
don't do
Magnum
that.
condoms
And
and,
then when you
autograph
get-
them.
no,
and
Hold
ship
on,
them to us.
everybody shut up.
All right, yeah.
Everybody shut up.
get control of the show.
Whitney, do me a favor. Go fill out an application for Rite Aid.
Yes.
Because that's where you're going to
Okay.
end up.
Are you going to do
Okay.
it? You should.
I will. I'll do it. I think it'd be fun.
Okay, just keep us on the line, okay?
Okay.
What's the answer, by the way, for the conditioner? Is it
The
30%? Is it 30%?
It was 300.
300.
300?
Oh, I was.
That's incredible.
I knew the numbers.
All right.
I knew.
All
them.
right.
She knew the answer.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna keep you on hold for a second, okay? Just you know what? We're gonna hang up. Call us back when you're ready to sign the bottom of the application, okay?
Right. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whitney Stevens.
Okay.
Say hello to your sister,
Bye.
Brittany.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Wow, we're ass.
Bye.
All right. We got to do a break, people. I forgot I'm on the radio. That was Whitney Stevens. I'm a complete asshole. All right, we'll take a break. Come back. More lunaticradio.com show right after this.
Twitter doesn't give me these problems. Kieran and Rock are on social media. Why could you just like me? Be sure to like and follow Lunatic Radio on Twitter.
Rocket, you got to get naked. Take off your pants. Do something.
Sweet.
Don't say sweet.
Oh, listen to you.
Okay.
So if you say take them off, I shall. Twitter.com/Lunatic Radio. They're already naked, aren't they?
I feel like I have hair on my microphone. That's why I've been blowing into it, if you're people listening.
Twitter.com/lunaticradio.
Nice yes.
Kieran and Rock have returned.
We are the kings of tangents.
I think jerking off is working.
Oh, wow. Blow him now, folks.
Can I watch?
No.
Lunatic Radio.
What up, everybody? LR Show, hanging out with you. Chris Italia from The Stand, great comedy club in New York City. Hanging out with us. Rock is... There he is. Now he's on.
I got the blood off my shirt, Rock.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Word up.
Good for you.
Live number to call.
Tide works.
Live number to call in 718-690-9290. Follow us on Instagram at Lunatic Radio and Twitter at Lunatic Radio. Rock, I did see a picture of your
Dick? Yes, I know. I sent it to you last night. I get it.
Future co-host of the Lunatic Radio Show. He is a good-looking boy, I tell you that.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Yeah. All right, my boy. He doesn't look anything like me, so that's good.
That might be concerning.
He's a bit black. What is...
Why did he come out wearing a Knicks jersey?
Well, thanks, Kieran. Yeah, I like to send Kieran little updates of the kid.
Yeah, he looks. And I got one. I don't know what it's called, but I went over to my parents' place, and I mentioned that, hey, Rock had a kid. My mom's like, oh, great! I'm gonna make him an African. So she's knitting you an African.
Oh no! Oh, that's really sweet.
Between Ellen DeGeneres and all the soap operas she watches, it'll probably be there in about 6 months. Yeah. By the way, you got to mix in the wine drinking.
Right. Yeah, I know. I hope there's a couple little wine stains on it.
It might smell a little bit like Chardonnay, so you might want to throw it in the water. It's gonna. So that's on the way. And
At least it didn't stain with red wine. It's just white wine. It's not bad.
And don't worry about if it says Jumal on. That was a
Rock's not.
Rock's not listening.
I don't go along with these racist jokes.
What? I'm not racist. What is racist is the state of Arizona.
Oh,
I just want to point.
Right.
Every chance I can get.
Rock, I got to experience something you haven't.
What?
And it's Kieran's life here.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. The lack of basic necessities in a house. Yeah.
Minimalist.
It's
That's what chicks say when they see my penis. Fucking great. Go ahead.
I don't know what he's doing here. I really
No, he doesn't know.
I don't know.
I mean, I even beat him in putting yesterday, which is like
Yeah.
real putting ball.
Like two.
I destroyed him.
Two high-class white men.
I never play golf.
Never plays golf.
I think the last time I was at a driving range was 3 years ago.
Sure.
And then putting, I mean,
Right, who
the
puts?
fuck's... Yeah. And I kicked the shit out of him. This is a guy who plays at least a couple times a month, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I've played some. I played Pebble Beach twice.
He was just been bragging about his Pebble Beach. I'm like, all right, let's,
I'm not bragging.
Let's
Yeah,
putt,
you're probably
motherfucker.
bragging.
Not like I paid for it. I can't afford that.
Tell him
fucking
about
price.
Tell him about my putting stance.
It's the worst putting stroke in the history of golf.
But I was nailing
That's all that matters.
His putting stroke is like an ocean wave.
I'm unorthodox.
It's like his whole body does. It goes back and it goes. Woo!
I have a different way of doing things,
Here, look. People are watching on YouTube. This is Chris Italia's putting. And that's against everything. Every golf
Rock, I
pro.
move with the putter.
Right.
I move with the putter. The flow. I follow through.
This is sad music.
So here's the thing, Rock. I wanted to ask Kieran.
Yes.
Right.
What is it that he misses most? And what is he? Well, what's his life like here?
I love how people in the chat room are filling in those blanks right now. Kieran spends a few days in the gym and then starts buying hoodies in the children's section. Kieran's Kieran's fridge, one jar of tomato sauce, couple Monsters, some Gatorades, maybe a granola bar.
It's on YouTube. Go on your phone, Chris Atelli. Wants to see the.
So wait, Chris, what was your question to me?
No, I'm gonna ask him.
Okay.
But you should chime in as well.
Okay.
What do you think what does he miss the most?
Gotcha.
What do you think he's missing in his life, and what do you think is missing the most about being here?
All right, Kieran, thoughts?
I just want to go home again.
Aw.
Miss my friends.
Oh yeah. I miss my friends. I miss Rock.
Miss my buddy Rock.
Yeah.
I miss my buddy Rock. Even though when I'm in New York, I see Rock once a week.
Which sounds about right.
He doesn't even call me until the show is. Yeah.
What? When you're in New York? What do you mean?
No, when I was when we did the show in New York, as the years progressed.
Oh, right.
It's just hey, I just show up randomly,
But
to the show.
honestly, even with that being, you were outside of my work time. You were the person I spent the most time with, even with that, isolated time period.
Hear this track in my head.
Yeah.
As Kieran just walks around.
Oh, walks around the streets of New York.
Arizona, not New York.
Yeah, right.
More uplifting beat in New York.
Maybe just staring into
the sunset.
the sunset across.
I
the
noticed
mountain,
yesterday the sun was setting.
saying to
and you were
myself
just-
in my head,
One day.
"Who am I?" Like Bud Fox in Wall Street.
And who are you here?
Huh?
Who are you here?
Yeah,
I'm a
more
hermit.
Like, more like from Office Space. What would you say you do here?
What is it? You do here.
I don't.
Tech.
Yeah. I just meant in life.
So what we compared it to.
I'm here to watch Ellen DeGeneres with my mother. That's why I
That's
live.
kind of sweet.
What we compared it to is Rock. Do you ever watch the movie My Blue Heaven?
Yeah, for sure. Steve Martin, right?
When he gets relocated to like a suburb of San Diego.
Yes.
That's what fucking Kieran's life is.
Yes, exactly.
Only he's not pulling the schemes that Steve
Right,
Martin did.
right. You're just there.
Yeah, you're existing.
I
The best part is like we went to a couple places last night, which he had no idea existed. I'm like,
Right.
you've been here for 4
No,
years.
he doesn't explore. Kieran's not an explorer.
Yeah, 3 years.
Well, the restaurant we went to last night. There's no way a podcast will self.
Why not?
Why not? Stop it.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
I would walk into the door with my fucking Yankee cap and my fucking child hoodie, and they'd be like, "Sir, just go, just go."
You
Although
were dressed appropriately.
I was, yes.
Yeah.
When we were walking up to the entrance of this restaurant, some dude just barrels out the front door.
He was
and
getting kicked out.
Getting kicked out, and he hawks like a loogie straight into this fucking plant.
Oh my
I'm
I was
like-
like, oh, it's a real classy place.
I'm like, yeah, that's what I want to see right before I have a meal.
And it's like a really nice restaurant in the middle of Scottsdale.
Real classy, Arizona.
Right.
Real classy.
Yeah, it was quite the.
Would you say that was Scottsdale? Right?
That was Scottsdale, yeah. That
We're
was
now in Gilbert.
Gilbert, yeah.
Have you ever released that information?
Well, now it is.
Why? Well, like as if anyone would care. Like, why does that matter?
Help.
Come save him.
Yeah. Get some excitement in his life.
You guys should go hang out at the Valley Ho, man. That is like the hip place to go hang out.
What the hell's the Valley Ho?
That's the hotel. That's like this hip hotel. I've stayed out there a couple times when I shot out there. Valley Ho. It's pretty cool.
So I've now hung out here Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, and every night I've noticed escorts.
Oh my god!
Oh, interesting.
So like,
There was one at the restaurant
yes,
last night.
and the night before, Blue Martini. There was at least 4 women.
And
there,
they're not
two of which approached us.
You know what's funny is they're not shady about it.
No.
Because the one we noticed,
Here, have a good time.
they
Here,
walked past our table, and I turned to the guy, next,
runs rampant, Rock.
and I was like, dude, escort. Because the girl that was, the escort that was with the guy, this guy was like a 5'4", like Indian man, like very tiny. He looked homeless almost. And this girl that was with him was just like, 5'9", beautiful, fucking hourglass shape. I'm like, that is just they don't even, what's going on there.
Yeah.
And just
the kind of woman you need to.
I don't need no lady at no fucking night.
Why not? Mix it up.
That's the best blowjob ever.
You could be like a story like Pretty Woman. You wind up staying with her.
I can blow a load in a TJ Maxx socks. It's the same fucking thing.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
It is. If you break it down, it's the same fucking thing.
He doesn't hang out, Ron.
No,
I don't hang
he
out.
doesn't.
I mean, that's sad.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hot chicks here.
There are a lot of hot chicks.
I went to a food and wine festival on Friday night.
Ooh, I would have loved to have done that.
I invited him. I actually had an extra ticket for him, and he refused to come out.
I did. Not
Because he was tired and I had to do laundry.
Oh my god, the worst.
I didn't refuse to
He had
go.
he had to get things done for the weekend or some shit like that.
You did refuse. If you didn't go, if you were invited and you say no, that's refused.
No, not refusing.
And guess who was there? Guy Fieri. I mean, come on.
Come on. Him and his stupid douchey backwards glasses. Get it.
Velvet rope. Like, nobody wants to see it.
Right, exactly.
Is that guy with the frosted
Yeah,
tips?
he has white hair. Yeah, he has platinum hair. What the fuck you call it? I mean, like, he's in this room.
I didn't, Chris, give me a second.
Yeah.
I didn't refuse to go. I said, thank you, Chris. I appreciate the offer. I have to work in the morning. At 4 a.m. I gotta go.
I invited him out at 6. We could have been home by 10:30.
Kieran, what do you have going on that would be like, so what, for one day you slept a little less? Chris is in town. How many times is Chris in Arizona?
We had plans. I'm very fucking...
Oh, God. The worst.
With who? You make plans with yourself?
Yeah, 11 o'clock at night.
11 o'clock.
The thing is, like, no,
I allowed myself 10 minutes.
It started at 6, so he could have came anywhere between 6 and 10 o'clock.
Of course.
Anytime between 6 and 10, he could have came.
No, you know what? He would probably, because he was probably afraid he wasn't going to like anything on the menu.
We would be...
It was all chicken.
But you're inviting me to the
chicken.
You're inviting me to the wine and food festival.
That's Sanctuary Spa, which was
I drive
a beautiful place.
Scion with an old
So
school
what?
breathalyzer.
I was in a minivan and from Uber. Who cares?
That just reeks of North Fork, Suffolk County. Kieran's like, I don't know anything about that. I can't do that.
What? What are you saying? I'm bougie?
No, you're not. It's like it's out of your knowledge. It's out of your wheelhouse.
Go to a wine and food festival.
I don't know shit about wine.
It's just fucking. It's
I know
free,
how to wine.
It's just free booze and food and drinks. Booze and food.
We were at that restaurant last night in Scottsdale, right?
Yeah.
I didn't mention this to anybody at the table because it's been very embarrassing. I could barely read it. The shit on there. I was just like,
well,
what
it was because of small print.
Well,
Sure, it was so small.
Well, yeah, I would like to say that, but it's not. I was like, where's the thing that says like beer? Where's the thing that says
the wine and food festival?
That's wine, couple bottles of wine last night with dinner. I mean, come on.
I think the two words I could read on there were caviar and filet.
There's no
The rest of it, I don't know what the fuck that
It's just a
is.
seafood restaurant.
Yeah.
What is this music?
Oh,
It's
sad.
Kieran's
It's
sad
supposed to-
Arizona music.
Chris is like, get sad music. I want to represent your lifestyle out here.
Oh, I like that little show production. He's bringing back the Chaos Radio days, little show prep.
Or if he ever wants to quit Hollywood, he'd become our internet radio producer.
Oh, by the way, Absent, now that he knows you're living Gilbert, he's going to send you a box of double-ended dildos. So expect that via Amazon Prime.
Send me the one that I can stick to the side of the wall.
Yes. The old suction cup.
Yeah, the old suction cup, so I can just fucking... I can practice for, everyone. Apparently.
Practice.
Crazy. Let me tell you this. Let me ask you this. Is gay learned? Being gay, being homosexual, is that a learned thing? Or is that just something you're born
with? Yeah, so I have a theory on this.
Okay, far away.
I don't think you're born with it. I think you just have a preference. Like, I like brunettes.
Yeah, but where does that preference come from?
Who the fuck knows?
I think it's ingrained in you, don't you think?
So liking brunettes is ingrained in me?
No,
Or did I
That,
just fuck a few different chicks and realize, yeah, brunettes. were my
liking a
speed.
certain type of woman or man or whatever. That's something you learn through experience and stuff. But I think homosexual or straight, that's you come out of the fucking box going, you know.
By the way, I'm just looking at the.
Look.
I'm just looking at the screen capture on the Lunatic Radio YouTube thing. I just me holding my nose.
Yeah.
Well, why do you want to know if it's learned? Why do you care? What?
No, I was just thinking because that's what I have experienced out here. From
Gay
the
sex.
folks. No. From the folks that that live out here, they they're it's very religious. There's a lot of Mormons out here. There's people are very religious out here, and they believe that homosexuality is something you learn as an adolescent.
Oh,
like I'm like that fucking makes that just so bizarre that you're.
But it doesn't matter. Like whichever way it is it just doesn't mean you have to fucking accept. Who cares?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Like, who cares if you were born with it? Who gives a shit? What's the difference if you were born with it or you decide, I like to suck dick, so I'm just gonna go do that. So leave me the fuck alone about it. Jesus.
So leave me the fuck alone about it.
I just love this is Kieran's way of getting out of the conversation of how he just completely rejected your invite to the Food and Wine Festival.
I did fucking reject
You did reject it.
Completely rejected.
Fuck me over. I mean, Jesus.
I'm fucking.
Got him a ticket and everything.
I'm fucking 44 years old.
I would have went.
Yeah, because you're a fucking wine drinker.
No, it would be hanging out with Chris. It's not about the wine and food. It's about hanging out with Chris.
Beer and whiskey being given away as well.
Well, I worked like 12 hours.
I'm having nosebleeds every single day. I'm stressed.
He's got millions of dollars on the line.
Kill it. Yeah. I just needed a distraction.
I know, right? Look at me. He's got a fucking movie opening. He's
I was stuffing my face with fucking all types of chicken.
Karen's worried about his 11 o'clock date.
Yeah, or I gotta get my fucking boxers washed. You know what I mean? I gotta make sure the whites and darks are split up.
Yeah, when he told me it was he had to do laundry, I had to put a load of laundry in. I'm like, okay.
Were you at the wine and beer festival?
So,
what the fuck is
that? So I come have free food and drinks and look at hot chicks because you have to do fucking laundry.
It's terrible. Well, at least you know nothing changes. I guess that's the takeaway.
I'm afraid that his behavior is going to get worse.
Ooh.
Calgary, checking in. Gay is okay. Absent checking in. I love watching Kieran attempt to be a liberal.
That's funny. Well played.
Absent. Liberal.
You're amping it up.
I'm not a liberal.
You were never political on the show, ever.
No.
Yeah, but I'm older. Apparently, you got to do that. No,
it's awful.
I don't give a shit.
You turn into Ray Jr.
The way I tell people is like, look, people forget how much they hated Bush.
I don't.
Right? They hate Trump just as much.
Oh no, we just jumped into a Trump discussion. I don't want to do that.
I don't want to do it either. I'm just telling you.
Fuck that guy.
Get over it. It is what it is. He's the president.
Didn't everybody in New York fucking hate Trump before he was elected?
Everybody hates Trump.
Yeah, so fuck it. Why did he get elected then?
Because
there's a conspiracy.
Because no one liked Hillary.
Right.
How much of a cunt she is.
And Middle America, she was a fucking robot. And Middle America decided, you know what? We don't want this chick in office.
And Cambridge Analytica, apparently.
And Analytica came through and said, "We'll get you those votes, man."
People,
After all,
people in West Virginia are like, okay, I'll follow what this banner says to me.
Totally fed into their fucking racist fucking minds, and it worked.
Well, yeah, maybe that's
which is why he'll win a second term. By the way,
there's a lot of racism in this world. That's where we're going full circle. When I just mentioned that,
of course,
yeah, it's a fucking shit ton. Is it in Hollywood too? I don't know. Let us know.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Did you hear about what happened at Syracuse just recently? Syracuse University? I had no idea. Like there was like a frat that just part of their like pledge, and of course someone with their phone had to record it because they're complete idiots. And I pledged to hate this race, and I pledged to hate that race, and obviously they're using the most offensive language while they're saying it. And then someone posted the video of all this going down, and So now Syracuse University is going to have a complete like cleaning essentially of all their fraternities, you know, on site and see what they're doing. And obviously that fraternity specifically is shut down now permanently. But that's what's going. Like people are just like in frats and they're like, I hate and insert, you know, nationality here. You know.
Was it Alpha Lambda Pi?
No. Why?
I'm just trying to guess.
Oh no, it was something tau, which I didn't even know tau was a Greek letter. Who knew? But yeah,
I hate frats. They should all.
Yeah, no, it's a whole.
Frats all die a horrible death anyway.
Right.
I mean, they're useless, shitty fucking men clubs that fucking do stupid things. I was when I went to college. I like someone convinced me to go and try to be in this frat, and I had one of the things was like I had to carry around this book the whole time, and they would like slap it out of my hands or whatever. And the guy came up from behind me and slapped it out of my hand, and I just left it there and walked away. Said, "Go fuck yourself."
Yeah, I did the same thing in West Virginia. My buddies kept on telling me, "Oh, come on, come pledge the fucking fraternity we're in." I went to the first night, and I walk up to the fucking frat house, and they bring you up. It's like a whole dudes just very quiet, and they bring you up the stairs all the way to the attic. And they put you in this dark ass room, and it's completely pitch black, but you can sense that there's motherfuckers around you. Like you can tell that there's other people in the room, but you can't see shit. And then there's this voice, like literally, this is gonna sound fucking homo as shit.
No homo. Go ahead.
No homo. This voice just goes, bend over, right? And you're just like, fuck, now I'm gonna get fucking pounded by something. And then they this big, really loud, like, like it's supposed to be like getting paddled, and then like once you hear that big fucking paddle noise,
right.
Fucking pick you up and go, all right, man, you can start pledging, right? You can start. All right, man, yeah, we accept you. You can be a pledge,
But they hit you hard?
No, they didn't even hit me.
Oh.
They made it seem like you were gonna get fucking hit, and then I left that room and I'm like, I'm not fucking doing this.
Right.
You fucking bizarre, man. This is.
Yeah, I gotta go to work.
Like I
got laundry.
Yeah, I got laundry. You got to pay $100 a month to be like hanging
really
pool bags. Yeah, there's
I didn't
dues.
know that. I didn't know
you pay
dues, man. Yeah, it's all about the dues.
I definitely wouldn't have went.
That's how they fucking get all those beer drinking fucking. It's stupid.
I don't work 2 jobs to get through fucking college. I don't fucking.
Yeah, you got to
paying dues for a frat.
And that was fucking what 1998, 1997, $300 a fucking month plus on.
That's a lot.
Plus on top of fucking my own dorm room where I got to put my tuition and all that shit. God damn.
You never finished West Virginia, right?
I went for a very long time.
How long did you go for?
About 2.5 years. Then I spent more years at another school that actually doesn't even exist anymore.
What was it?
Dowling. Remember Dowling?
It doesn't exist anymore.
No,
that's what I said.
Wow.
Yeah. It was a
I was
4-year
shocked last week.
I went to NYIT in Long Island.
New York.
And then I transferred to New School.
Is that New York Tech? No.
New York Institute of Technology.
Yeah, that's where my sister went.
Right.
That's good school.
And like Dowling was like a rival to the sports teams.
Oh, was it?
That's how I know about Dowling.
New York Tech. That's one fucking school that no one even thinks about anymore. That's a good school.
It's a pretty good school. They have 3 campuses.
Yeah, good fucking.
I mean,
It's no fucking DeVry, but.
I've had battles with them.
Is the Vry really still exist? Is that still a thing?
Got bought out by another.
Probably University of Phoenix or something.
Right.
Kieran looks like Louis Skolnick. Who the fuck is that?
From Nerds, the Revenge of the Nerds.
Right.
I look like that guy from.
You
Revenge
kind
of
of
the Nerds.
do.
Lambda.
That's right. Nerds.
Yeah.
Yeah, and guess what? He got laid from hot chicks.
Yeah. Because he went out.
I was gonna say actually before Chris went on his fucking thing about fraternities and we got nowhere.
That's fucked up. That's so fucked up.
Actually, I just lost what I was just gonna say.
Good. Good.
God, I really just lost what
We're
I was
talking about
gonna
hot chicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, hot chick. Oh yeah, no, I lost the confidence. I've been out of the game so long. It's been a while. I lost the confidence. I think my age fucks me up with getting the broads.
Right, but here's what I've experienced.
See, if I was like you,
I've experienced in my advanced age that now girls in their 20s view you as a daddy, and I've been on a run.
Really?
Whoa!
been on in my whole life.
Yeah, but you can actually go to an establishment, meet a girl randomly at some public place, and go, "I'm a producer."
No, I never use it. I never say that.
I know you don't.
I never say
know
that.
you don't, but you can do it, and it's
Sure,
legitimate.
but that's not what I'm doing.
It's fucking legitimate. I know you don't do it because you're a humble guy and you don't need to fucking flaunt it.
Dude, I don't use the dating apps.
No, fuck that.
I just meet girls and I go out with them
because of my personality.
Because of my personality. Because of my charm and wisdom.
And I'm Italian from New York, so if you don't say yes, you'll end up in.
Where did you find that stereotype? I also make pizza, Karen.
Hey, hold this.
Right.
Hold this bag of lime as I walk you to my car.
But what I'm saying is, you're better looking than I am. This guy's ripped. Have you seen him lately?
Well, yeah, he's just a gym rat now.
Yeah, that's all I
He's
do.
like, look at this.
Yeah. You don't have to.
He's got creatine in his fucking kitchen.
That's all he does.
And he should be slaying it right now.
Yeah, but I relive American Psycho in my bathroom every night, and I stare at him.
That's just stupid. That's just stupid.
He's doing push-ups while there's a porno playing on the TV.
Do you like Huey Lewis? Yes, I do.
Should do. Right?
What should I do?
He has patio furniture as his kitchen table.
This is amazing. I didn't know that.
No, you're not taking a picture.
Is that patio furniture?
No.
That glass table belongs outdoors. Those chairs, those iron chairs.
That sounds like if it's iron, it should be outside.
Iron. It's an iron frame.
Yeah, that should be outside.
That was given to me by somebody that kept it in their house.
Well, shame on them.
White trash too.
Why fucking? They're not. They're like high class people.
Sure they are.
Yeah. For Arizona, right?
You maybe, but for everybody else in the world, everybody knows that iron furniture belongs outside because it doesn't rust.
Right.
Get out of here.
The worst.
It's a fucking. I need a new table.
So if he just
I go
listen,
to IKEA, Bing Bang, boom,
just
new table.
Kieran needs to know that I live as a minimalist as well.
You're a minimalist
because I am always moving around.
Yeah,
you're actually here and not going anywhere.
And you're still a minimalist.
And it doesn't make sense why you wouldn't put something on the wall.
No.
You know, except for, he has like a
I know
a vinyl Lunatic Radio banner hanging down.
Well, that's because I was too studio stuff.
Sure.
Wait. Media King in the chat room says he has wrought iron chairs in the house as well. So apparently we just learned Media King is actually Kieran's dad. So
I'm
Media
speaking.
King, come on.
I'm speaking to my people. My people live like me.
Come on.
That's why they like the show. All fucking 8 of them.
Which is so fine.
I agree. Wrought iron should be outside. Should not be in the kitchen.
A little bit. Dress it up just a little bit. Because it's actually a really nice apartment.
It is nice.
So dress it up a little bit so you can bring girls back here.
And I can slay that pussy?
Yeah. You'll be rocking it out with your cock out, man.
Do you think women would be okay with the whole studio area?
So yeah, I have, you know what's impressive about this is that I have the longest running internet radio podcast in the history of everything.
Is that something to brag about?
No, I think it would be. But the fact is, because everyone's used to a podcast being, you know, like a comedian or a musician or whoever, or like, you know,
we're nobodies.
But no, like the fact is, you guys have done this for so long. That's what's impressive about it.
But on the other hand, you could say, you know, she could think and remind, hey, you've been doing this 17 years and you haven't gone anywhere. You know what I mean? You haven't done it. You're still doing it in
but I don't
wherever
think you should look at it that way. I think the fact that you're still doing it and it's still funny and it still gets downloaded and all that stuff, and there is a listenership. There is a listenership. So you know, whatever, even if it was fucking 100 people, it doesn't matter. The fact that there's still 100 people listening to you, that's fucking great.
Oh, Media King says, don't call it a home studio, call it a personal recording space. I like that. That sounds fancy.
Right.
Say people, I do voiceovers, and they'll say, anything I might know? It's like, no, probably not.
But I do know an executive producer of a film.
I know people that have been successful.
Right, exactly.
Like Kieran wouldn't do voiceover stuff. You should go out for stuff like that.
I was thinking about this yesterday when I'm sitting next to Chris and he's looking at his.
While he's doing laundry and waiting dry, you can come in here and apply for voiceover work.
I think I mentioned it to you yesterday too. I was just like, wow, we've done a show, and it's been guys we've met through the years through the show, and that have gone on to do things like Chris, for example, Rocket, for example, and Rory, for example.
But Rory was always a filmmaker.
That's not true.
Not really.
He was a comedian.
He was a comedian.
Oh, all right.
And now he's making fucking 30 for 30 films and
great.
fucking hanging out with Snoop Dogg all day.
Yeah, that's a good series, actually. I caught a few episodes of it.
Yeah.
This is my life.
I mean, you can be like Ronch Fox. He lived in Arizona, and he did voiceovers.
No one knows
for
who
local
Ron
businesses.
Fox is.
No one knows who Ronch Fox is.
So
he died.
In memory of Ray Petty, a.k.a. Ronch Fox.
He died.
Once a rival of Lunatic Radio.
No, he was never. He sold cars and did a podcast.
He did Ron. He did the Ronch Fox live radio show.
It's so hilarious.
This has me thinking now, Kieran. Like Leroy Jenkins is gonna probably get some sort of pretty famous career out of the show now. He'll be next.
It's funny. Every girl I've dated too, after me, they go on to get married and have a nice life.
Which is an incentive to fucking get chicks.
Maybe I'm just the catalyst. That's my lot in life. That's why God created me. If you meet me and maybe have fun, whatever you do next after
whatever
meeting
Kieran
me
touches turns to gold.
Turns to gold. Yet Kieran never goes anywhere. I don't know. I have no fucking
You're like a lucky little leprechaun.
No, I'm not.
No, Rocket?
What was that? I missed that. What was that?
Lucky leprechaun.
A leprechaun?
He's a lucky leprechaun.
I'm not a fucking leprechaun.
He's
That's
short.
racist.
He's Irish.
I should find that insulting, but I don't.
Hello, I'm Kieran McCann.
Oh, that's racist.
The luck, Milani's.
Is that racist, bro?
I think it's racist.
What do you mean? He just said that I'm going to put something.
Yeah.
He's going to put someone in the trunk. He was stereotyping me. Now you're getting mad because I'm stereotyping him?
Hey, I'm from fucking Bedford-Stuyvesant. You know what?
Listen, he's just saying you're going to put somebody in the trunk. Anyone could do that.
Oh, yeah, right. Totally Italian mob thing to do, all right? What's that? I'm trying to get this guy out. That's
no, I know, and I appreciate it, but he's stubborn when it comes to that. He won't do it.
And he brought up his long lost love.
Yeah, I've said it several times that he should reach out to her.
No, somebody else. Can I talk about?
No.
The one we once called?
No. He wants me to date Pam B.
Aww. No, but isn't she married now?
She reached out to him.
Not really?
Oh, come on. Why would any girl invite you to meet her in Vegas?
Let me point out the name Pam B. To listen to the show way back when I had a crush on this girl called Pam B.
You wouldn't have a crush on her. You were fucking in love with her.
Dude, you went out in front of her house with the fucking speaker Say Anything style. Come on.
Say Anything style.
You love this woman.
All right. Okay.
Love her.
Okay, so we became friends. I got over it. I got over it. Okay, and then we
you
became.
Didn't get over it.
We became. Yes, I did. We became
such an instigator. Right? Oh.
Dick, we're on the putting green yesterday, two white men do.
Yeah. He's getting spanked.
Yeah. Chris is
by a non-golfer.
Yet he's beating me at golf. And Pam B came up, and I just happened to mention that I guess Pam got married, and she went on to work for this other company, and I just mentioned I'm sorry I even mentioned it to him. She texted me like 3 or 4 weeks ago asking me, will I be in the Vegas area around the time that the National Association of Broadcasters Convention would be happening?
Which he will, because it's really only what?
It's 4 hours away.
By driving, you can just jump on a plane and be there in 40 minutes, not even.
Yeah,
really. But I'm like Mr. Italia.
They cost $45.
Dude, it's a puddle jumper. Stop it.
I'm not Captain Jet Setter.
Just jump on a Spirit airline flight.
I'm not
Vegas.
fucking taking private planes with Kanye.
It's $45. It's $45.
I'm sure they'll let you stand on that flight.
Motherfucker met Kendrick Lamar and he didn't even know.
I don't know present day rappers. I don't
Stop
follow
changing
them.
the subject. Pam B.
All right, so she invited me to. She was wondering if I was in Vegas during around the time the NAB was, and I was like, "No, I live in Arizona." She's like, "Oh, I didn't realize that you. I thought you lived maybe around the Vegas area." And then I just mentioned that, and this guy now he's like, "Okay, let's call Pam B tomorrow on the show. Let's get you back in touch with Pam B." Blah blah blah.
I think it's great.
Just she was wondering.
It's great radio though. Right?
Just because he in his
why would a girl from your past
he in his Italian
wonder if you're gonna be in the Vegas area?
Agreed.
Fucking microphone.
She said, "You know what? I'm gonna be away from my husband."
No.
I know a delicious cock that lives.
No. No. You ever seen a grown man naked?
My chance.
No.
Have a little fun.
No.
Fuck the guy that fuck the guy that got away.
I didn't get away. I was fucking outside of her, window going.
So when is this thing? When is it? Did it pass?
It passed.
You missed an opportunity, my friend.
Yeah. She wanted to rekindle that magic.
She wanted
No, she did not.
She wanted that K-Dog cock, man.
No, she's married.
So what? You know how many married chicks are fucked?
Do you want to say that on air?
I mean, it happens. Sometimes I don't even know they're married. It just happens.
It just happens. Bada boom, I go to the Bang Bang Club.
I didn't know.
Fuck some hula.
3 out of the 4 times that it's happened to me, I had no idea.
It was in a rest stop off the Jersey Turnpike.
The other time, it was just a girl I had fooled around with in the past who just came back.
Aww.
Yeah. All right. Put your face down, ass up.
Hey, that's pretty much how
And breathe into this rag.
Yeah.
I mean, am I really that much? He just says, laugh too. This chew that he chews on, or whatever the fuck it is, it's really it's starting to fuck up his voice.
No, it's not.
You hear your laugh, you go.
Yeah, I'm getting over a cold.
Yes.
Oh, stop it. It is true. That hack laugh, it's getting worse.
Yeah.
What, my hack laugh?
It's hacking, like you're hacking up phlegm.
You're gonna get throat cancer. That's what it does.
At least I'll get some.
That's what Kieran's waiting for. I think what Kieran's waiting for is
death,
like something to happen so he can justify this life.
Wow, that's pretty intense.
That was the layered insult I've ever heard.
The thing is, this guy should be having a great life.
He should be. He's in Arizona. He's down the block from ASU. He should be fucking living life.
Yeah, but I just want to go home.
Home again, guys.
I get to never go home again. I gotta watch that.
So come back to New York. What's stopping you?
His parents.
We fucking
They need
mom.
him here.
They're like, what are they gonna do? They a light bulb doesn't go on. They fucking call me about it.
And you talked about on the show, right? You talked about that girl that you were dating for a year. You talked about that, right?
Well, I talked to. Did I? I don't think we had the show. No, we didn't have the show.
Can we talk about it?
Well,
About what happened?
No. Well, yeah, actually, maybe we can.
I mean, she's not gonna listen.
I don't think she does listen. Whatever. I'm an open book. I can.
So she moved to Long Beach for a job, right?
Well, no, she lived in L.A.
All
I
right.
dated a girl when we were off.
Right.
When Rock didn't do the show for those 2 years, I got a girlfriend, and she lived in Los Angeles.
And now he has a radio show. See what happens? Maybe Rock, you need to quit the show again.
All right. See you later.
Maybe he'll get married.
Right. Exactly.
And I think what Chris is getting to is that we broke up because we couldn't keep this up. Like, she got a job in Los Angeles, I work here, and I was like, hey, you're going back and forth. We made the adult decision to go. We'll suspend our relationship for now and revisit it once we both get settled or blah blah blah.
Sure.
You
put the relationship on the 60-day DL.
I think unfortunately during that 6-month suspension. There was a.
Let me just say, he made the bold move.
I didn't make a bold move.
I'm trying to pull a switch.
I didn't pull a switch.
Pull a switch?
I didn't. I got bombed one day when I was hanging out with my brother.
This is always the story.
drinking's never helped anybody, and it certainly hasn't helped me. I think she doesn't like me anymore, but I could pinpoint this reasoning that I hit on her sister via text.
Oh,
and that is where
Karen.
that is where.
Oh, what's in the box?
That'll dry up a pussy.
And you know how that happens? You know how that happens?
That'll just dry up that vagina
From lack
so quick.
of exposure to women. He went for what was easy and what was in front of him.
Proximity bang.
Right. So he went after the
Right,
girl.
I love that. The military term.
Proximity bang.
You know how hard it is to pull that kind of switch? It's impossible.
Impossible.
Yeah, but you know what? I said fucking no. It's not. Let me give
It's
it a
unethical.
It's not even unethical. Whether it was unethical or not, it doesn't. It's just impossible to do. I tried
can't-
to do it.
Yeah, you can't do it.
It's impossible.
You can't do it unless they fucking this. That's the difference between men and women.
But like, you didn't even do it with space. You did it like almost immediately.
Like, you know, one girl was in the fucking bedroom and the other one's in the kitchen.
Yeah, that's insane. How could you possibly?
I don't know. Well, for yeah, she didn't like it, which is, you know, understandable. I've tried to text her ever since that. She don't even fucking.
Yeah, because of that. Why else would she not answer?
I
me?
understand you were drinking that night, but like, what were you thinking? Like, what were you?
To be honest with you, I wasn't directly hitting. I wasn't like that was my goal, but I could tell. I was being. I don't know. I didn't even say like, here's a picture of my dick.
Right, of course.
It wasn't even close to that. It was just like, I don't know what it was. It was just probably not certain words.
Was she
you know,
like?
lines.
Was she reciprocating though? Like, was she, playing along, so to speak?
No, I probably don't have it. It's fucking
on,
2 or
you
3
have
years
it.
ago.
Come
Yeah, can you read it back?
No.
You know you have.
You
it.
have it. You fucking saved it.
You know you were gonna bring this up on the radio one day.
No.
It was good fodder.
I don't know. All right, I'll look it up. I'll see
Just
if I.
search the name.
PM dick faces. God, you guys are fucking. God damn.
We got to do this.
No,
It's your own
that's,
fault for bringing Chris on. You know, this is.
Oh, no, her-
You
I'm
deleted her from your-
like 3 phones removed, so it's not even on. Yeah, but so that's.
Did you say? Was your last text to her word life?
I thought it was gonna be like tune in Sunday nights.
Right. Taking a break. Coming back. More lunaticradio.com.
Life.
Word life.
Word life. Audi 5000.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's how.
That's crazy, Kieran. That's kind of ballsy though.
It is ballsy, right?
Yeah, man.
Hey, you gotta fucking respect the kid that gives it a shot. What do you think?
But it wasn't a shot. It was like a guaranteed loss. Like you know.
You know what? I was 6 Coors Lights deep, and I was really fucking horny.
All right, since her.
You bet it all on black.
Big donut.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's been like 2 years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, you know those fucking streaks I used to go on? I got another one.
Yeah. Yeah. Since we started the show, he's been quiet.
Quiet.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was just getting to. This whole.
You should have fucked the chick you met on Tinder.
But she was psycho.
So what? At least get laid.
Yeah, but who knows what the fuck she's carrying around?
Give her a second chance.
Fuck that.
Kieran's good at checking out the women at gyms, though. At the gym.
I'm girls at gym.
You ever
Well,
asked-
this is what I was saying. I was like, I'm at a game. I'm like 42. I'm like 41, 42, going on 42. And I'm like, I don't know, like how girls are gonna respond to the old man anymore, the kid. I like to call myself the kid, but they don't know how to.
I just told you how they respond.
How they gonna say?
Now they're looking at you as the daddy guy, the
Yeah.
daddy figure.
Yeah, but I got no kids.
You don't need to have kids. They're the kid.
How about I walk around and I just say I'm Chris Italia?
I don't know if that's gonna help you.
Yeah, but they can Google. And they
They'll
go,
Google and see this ugly guy with nosebleeds.
No, they won't.
Wait, isn't your birthday the 29th?
No, it's not.
What day is it?
Huh?
What day is your birthday?
29.
I said, isn't your birthday the 29th?
Because I don't want to talk about my fucking birthday because I know what day it falls
Well,
on.
no. So are we going to do the show that day?
Yeah, I would like to.
Oh, okay.
My-
Birthday show, hey!
No, I don't want to do birthday show. Just fucking let it go. Let it go by. Let it go.
Is
by.
that where you're at in your life now? Like, you just want birthdays to like be not known?
You fucking fly everywhere.
Fly too much.
Fly too much.
That's next weekend. You ain't coming back here next weekend.
Sunday night?
Oh, you should come back for his birthday. That would be nice.
Bring some strippers in here.
Take him to dinner.
Apparently, it's not hard to get strippers to your house. Arizona.
Apparently, it isn't. I heard that. Yeah, what I learned yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, so here's the thing, right? The other night, if he would have hung out with us, we went back to the house, and then a bunch of chicks came over.
Oh shit!
He didn't invite me over for that. But
when you turn down the invite, that's it.
Right? Yeah, you're out.
Somebody that was hanging out said they didn't wake up until fucking noon or something.
But
Right?
you could have left anytime you wanted.
Yeah, but you know, if
But you would have probably met a girl there.
I know,
And
but I'm in that.
You have to be out there.
If I'm in that environment, there's no way I'm leaving and getting to work on time.
Who cares? It's a night out with Chris. Like, it's not like you do it that often.
I should have said yes.
Yes.
All right. So
And
here's,
look, Rock, here's the thing. I pressed him too. It wasn't even like
I'm sure.
Even like I invited him, he said no, and I'm like, all right, what are you gonna do? I pressed him.
I promise the next time. I promise both of you. The next time my brain says no to a question somebody's
You should
asking
be
me,
like George
I will just take the leap and I'll just say yes.
Remember that episode of Seinfeld when George Costanza did the opposite of everything his instinct told him to do?
I should do that.
That's what you should do.
Do that with life. Maybe it'll turn around.
Yes, and it did for him too. Got a job with the Yankees. You don't remember that episode, Rock?
No, I don't
Seinfeld?
remember that one. I'm sorry.
Wow.
It's a tough room for Chris. How do we not remember this? Oh, Kieran.
Rock live in studio for his birthday.
That would be nice.
That
No,
would
but
be nice.
Rock, you know?
But
I
Rock-
mean, look,
I got a
you're
1
supposed to be
month year old. I can't 1 month year old. I can't exactly do that.
You've never even been here. Come
Rock,
on.
Rock will walk into my apartment and go, I can't be seen in a place like this.
I can't stay here.
I've been to Arizona. I've seen him in Arizona before.
When?
Huh?
Years ago,
Rock,
I was
come?
out there.
Yeah, it was years ago.
What
Rock
about-
got off a plane and fell into a pond.
It's true story.
Like,
There's lakes around here?
no, we went, like, as soon as he got off the plane, he got to my brother's house and we went straight to going to play this thing called night golf, right?
That's cool.
You do it at night and it's like, you know, whatever. So Rock hit his ball right on the edge of a pond, and he went to go try to retrieve it from the pond, but he didn't realize it's a man-made pond. It's built like there's no fucking it's not like a beach. It's gradual. It's just like a 9-foot drop. So he fucking stepped
fell
in it
right down.
like quicksand, fucking right into that motherfucker.
All right, answer me this.
Mm.
On the way here, I saw a car pulling a boat. Where the fuck was it going?
To the lake.
There's lakes.
There's lakes everywhere.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
It was just
Yeah.
I was a big fan of. Is Crocodile Rock still around?
Crocodile Rock.
Who's Crocodile Rock?
Remember
Who the fuck
that?
is Croc-
It was like a night lounge place that had like live pianos. Crocodile Rocks.
Oh yeah, the dueling piano.
Yeah,
thing?
yeah. When that was called Crocodile Rocks.
I don't even remember
Oh.
Rock. By the way, have you now that you're a new father, have you started watching the Night Show on Sprout?
No, no, not yet.
Watch the Night Show on Sprout?
No.
You should.
You should.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a thing for single men.
What is it?
It's when there's a hot chick in there wearing a onesie and she tells you, "Oh, night night," but it's actually for kids. You know, kids that go night night. But
What is wrong with this guy, Rob? You-
spend a lot of time
He's
with
a-
myself.
He's an older single gentleman watching Sprout TV late at night. You're not concerned?
Well, you know.
Fond of lately?
Rock, you're not concerned about this?
Not over the Sprout thing. I mean, it bothers me more about how he turned down your invite.
Said, "Hey guys, do you like playgrounds?"
You might as well.
It's not. I'm not doing that.
This guy needs action.
The
Listen,
excitement.
we've talked.
This-
I've talked ad nauseum with him about just meeting somebody, socializing, interacting.
By putting yourself out there. Nothing.
No, he's not.
That's the answer. The answer is nothing.
Right.
But see, the thing is like if you're not going to do the social sites, then you need to have those interactions, like when Chris invites you out, because those are great opportunities to meet people.
I got to take him to where he's got to go after this.
There you go.
And I got to go to the gym, and maybe tonight when I'm at the gym, I can fucking.
You gonna go to the gym tonight?
Of course he is. This is all he does.
Dude.
All right. So do you ever ask a girl out at the
That's
gym?
what I was just getting to. I was like,
Okay.
man, all right, there's a few broads at the gym I go to.
Okay.
I don't call them broads when I see them.
Well, that's a good start.
Thank goodness.
I don't show up with a bag of lime. Like this does have those Italians.
I don't know what he's talking about. You know what he's talking about?
I know.
Rock, you know what he's talking about?
It's just a scene from Goodfellas.
Yeah, you don't remember that?
Remember that when they stabbed that guy? Hey, go get your fucking shine box. That thing?
That thing?
Yeah, no, well, he's like, oh, you get the fucking bag of lime. They took him upstate where they were going to build those condos. And they stabbed him in the back. They had a bunch of lime bags in the back of where his body was.
Right, the lime helps to deteriorate the body. You know this, Chris.
You should know this. You're a fucking Italian.
Yeah. Give me.
You've been away a long time. I don't shine shoes no more. It's a great
away long. Now I'm back.
Now I'm back.
I gotta get what I gotta get. You know what I mean?
Right.
And Joe Pesci, fucking bottom of a pistol in his face.
Every Italian knows that fucking movie.
Well, it's a very popular movie. It's not just Italians.
But it should be like second nature.
I wouldn't say it's my favorite movie.
Second nature.
That's what you're getting at. It's not my favorite.
What is your favorite movie, Chris?
My favorite movie is a movie called The Paper, directed by Ron Howard.
You should have said. You should have said Super Troopers. I love that one.
Oh.
The Paper. I love that one.
How many people know about it? It's a great movie.
That's something we have in common. We like
Super
movies that
Troopers
know.
2 is one of my favorite comedies of all time.
Right. And it's out this week, and go see it.
So it's out this weekend. Go see it before Thursday when the world just ends.
Well, it's been nice having you.
Yeah, this was great.
Infinity War.
I don't know if we got anything.
Fucking Infinity War.
Kieran's love life is an Infinity War.
What does that mean?
Kieran's love life has been killed by an Infinity War.
Right.
All right, so the broads at the gym.
My sex life is like a movie opening up and getting $0. Does that make any sense?
Yes.
Nothing happening to it.
There's
No one's
four
paying
girls at the gym. There's 4 girls at the gym.
Oh yeah, is that where we're at?
Yes. What are we gonna do about the 4 girls at the gym?
I'm gonna walk up to each one of them and go, "I can smell your cunt," and see what happens. No, that was a bad one.
What is your move?
Hold on, I got a sounder for that.
Oh, forget it. Is. I never understood the ice cubes in the glass.
What's your move?
It's just an annoying sound.
Oh, okay.
What's your move?
I don't know.
That
Is that your purse?
That's a nice purse.
That's a nice purse.
Well, you can start off with a hi. Hi.
How are you?
Hey, what's up?
See, this is the problem. See, I feel like from jump because they're all young, every single one of them. Like it doesn't matter. Like all.
Have you ever gotten? Like,
I've never seen an older person.
Have you ever made any eye contact with them?
Yes.
And what is their reaction?
They look down to the floor.
You know those old cartoons where the guy just like runs through the wall and you just see the silhouette? That's the women.
Like, I make eye contact and I see.
How old would you say they are? How old would you say they are?
Just right.
Ready to be served.
How old?
Probably 25, 6, 7, 8.
Who would be the oldest one of the group?
23 actually. no, I'm just kidding. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I would say late 20s. I don't know.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate them?
Perfect.
Aw.
I honestly.
So romantic.
It really
I know.
is.
Hopeless romantic.
No, I'm not.
It's those exercise pants, those tight pants. It makes everybody like.
What? Yeah, slayable. I rate them slayable.
Would you? you wearing a hat at the gym?
Yes, because I'm trying to regrow my hair.
Let me see your hair.
No, thinning out on top.
Listen, you don't have much time left.
Yeah, there you go.
So when you approach them,
I don't have much time left.
When you approach them,
Huh?
do not wear a hat.
Yeah, but I got the 6 head. Look at this fucking thing.
The what head?
It's like a 4 head. You know,
Wow, what's
Look
up
at this.
with that tight crew cut thing you got going on? What is going on with you in this Arizona thing?
No, it's not a crew cut. It's,
Oh,
it's a way to.
okay.
I don't know.
It looked
Nobody-
like it was. Never mind.
Guy who gets asked out with a hat on. You know, they don't want that.
They don't want a guy with a hat
Is
on.
that true?
Yeah, they want to make eye contact. They want to see the guy's whole.
Half these girls are Mormons. They don't fucking.
Doesn't
know what's going
matter. Just fucking.
No,
ask
you gotta
them
get
out.
some of the ASU girls. Come on.
Those are whoas. Straight whoas.
So,
Fucking whoas.
Go up to one of them without a hat.
I guarantee you could probably get laid just out here based on just saying you're from California or New York or Chicago.
yeah,
Just-
you should say that. Hey, listen, I'm from New York and I really don't get out too much. So, what do you recommend going?
And just looking to have
You could play that. I'm from New York.
trick or something.
Wait, do you
I
wear a
got laid-
hat when you work out?
yeah.
You
Really?
shouldn't.
Yeah.
You
What the?
shouldn't.
That's kind of gross. You get all sweaty and get all over your hat.
I
Yeah, but
never
Rock-
wear a hat. I
What are you
never
doing?
wear a
You're
hat.
not sweating when you're working out, Rock? You're doing it wrong.
No, I'm saying, yeah, so why are you wearing a hat?
Because it's fucking. I don't want to fucking. I don't know.
Oh, that's
It's
weird.
It's not.
Yeah, all the sweat builds up in the
Yeah,
hat.
and it's also making your head hotter quicker, which is not good.
You know what? I get a little fucking sweat build up talking to you two motherfuckers.
We're trying to save you.
Listen, the challenge is tonight.
Ooh.
Next weekend
On my birthday.
on your birthday show,
Ooh.
tell us what happened.
You should get a girl to come onto the show.
Why don't you, when you're in fucking Los Angeles over the week, how about you just find some broad and you FedEx her to me for my birthday?
Piece by piece.
I
Piece by
date,
piece.
I date in Los Angeles and I date in New York.
Might be an erector set of a woman. Each week you send me a new body part.
I date on both coasts. Man. And I look like this.
Maybe next week I'll get the vagina.
I look like this and I date on both coasts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see? Come on.
You're a much better looking guy than me.
You're a TV
You're
producer.
fit. I am not anything. I don't tell them what I do.
I'm just Chris.
Yeah, I don't get into work.
I'm Chris from Queens.
If you here's one thing: if you ask me what I do in the industry, because that's what everyone in LA is fishing for. As soon as I hear that question, I'm done with them.
You don't want to hear the
Because
yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
it's not a resume, man. I'm not here to fucking tell you my resume and what I fucking worked on. Go fuck yourself.
Ooh.
Leroy and Chris has money to go on dates. That is a good thing. I don't have.
I don't spend that much money on dates.
Yeah, you don't spend money on dates. That's a bad move.
You find something cool to do, and you're not dropping $200 on a date or anything
right.
like that. Especially a first date should be something where you guys can talk.
Exactly.
Absent checking and referring to Rocket coming to my apartment for the first time, it would be a chance for Rocket to return the favor that I did to your couch.
Oh, I see. Well, I could bring my son and he could ruin it in different ways. Just shit all
Yeah.
over it.
He dropped a load on your couch.
Huh?
Back in the
He dropped a load on your couch.
Yeah, he had sex, and there was a guy, another visitor, sleeping right in front of them when he was doing that.
What do you think? I'm from Suffolk County. What the fuck?
Yeah, we had guests over, and they were sleeping on the floor, and yeah.
You know what I did that last? I was
The
17
belt.
Yeah.
I was 17 and I got a blowjob on a bus right next to somebody.
So I'm banging.
I was 17.
You're 17. What the fuck you doing?
Yeah, I don't do that shit anymore.
Yeah. Well, I was on the couch. I was on Rocky's couch 8 years ago doing
You
this.
still have that couch, Rock?
No, that thing was long gone.
Banging a chick on this couch in my belt. I have one of those big ass Timberlake belts on from back in the day, and just kept on doing this. And I woke up the guy that was sitting on the ground.
And he watched the rest of the. So you
No,
ejaculated?
he got up and went, knock that shit off.
Really? Who's
Oh,
the
yeah.
guy?
It's so fucking. You know him, but actually,
Who is it?
he knows him.
Ray Garcia?
Oh, Ray Garcia.
Yeah, from TPS Radio, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't happy with me.
Well, no one would be.
Well,
you
you
guys
know,
still talk to him?
Nah. I mean, I see him like on like the social media outlets, but
like
did you talk
great
to,
things.
Did you talk to him after the whole you broadcast snafu?
What happened with that?
Is that when it ended?
I mean, it wasn't. I mean, we didn't have any sort of like bad. It was just kind of like went our own way. He moved up to Washington. I think he works for Amazon now.
Yeah, but I think he like runs Amazon.
Yeah.
What, like Audible or whatever? They're Audible.
No,
division?
no. In part of Amazon, I don't know what he does exactly, but it's with Amazon. He was at eBay originally, and then he moved up there with his family.
So, let's not get off track here.
Oh, sorry.
Jim, you're gonna take your hat off.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna take your hat off. You're gonna march up to a girl and
say, "Get on this D."
No, come on, man. Seriously, I'm being serious.
I'll say hello.
And then what?
What's your name? May I ask your name?
That's not gonna work.
No, fuck. What do I say then, Italian guy?
The gym is kind of tough, though. In Kieran's defense, the gym is a little tough.
All right, let me explain the layout. Right?
Explain the layout to me.
Let's say.
Should I get like gym sound? Like?
What are they? Look, what are they? You don't want to bother them while they're working out.
Mm.
So what happens
Here's some
once
of
they're done?
Kieran's gym sounds.
Where do they go when they're done working? Like, what? They go locker room or?
Oh yeah, you should play dumb. Be like, hey, where's like a good place to get a like a protein drink?
Yeah, I would say right here. You know what? Come back to the apartment. I'll show you Shake Shack.
What is the layout of the gym? Is there like a protein? Is there a shake, like a protein shake?
Yeah, there you
station,
go.
right? Is there?
I don't think so.
So there you go. Pull that.
This is apparently.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is fight music.
You know,
getting ready for 12
See,
rounds.
here's the thing: when you approach, everybody has earbuds or headphones.
You're
on.
right. Which is
So
so
you
what
gotta,
I'm saying.
You got to do the whole motion, like, hey, hey,
No.
take this, do this.
What I'm saying is, where do they go when they're done with their workout?
They go right out the fucking door and into their car and home. There's no place to hang out. What am I gonna go to the girls' fucking locker room and go, hey, broads, anybody want to back me?
What do you think of this? And point down.
I'm a minimalist.
Oh, Rachel in the chat room says you should ask if she likes muffins. I love that line. That's a very good line.
Then the girl's gonna turn around to me and go, you condescending asshole.
That's not what they say, though. That's not what they say.
It's definitely not my
Expertise.
expertise. Obviously, I've never been to a gym, so you just should just go right up to them, man. What the fuck do you have to lose? And say, hey, man, I'm new in town. I've lived here for a year, or whatever. Just look at the, see if you want to hang out one night. That's it.
Right.
What do you got to lose?
Nothing, dude. I'm all for it. I'm all for fucking getting laid.
But then, what are you waiting for?
I don't know. Maybe the next life.
Can you do this tonight? Can you do?
I'm gonna do it tonight.
You definitely know one of them is gonna be there.
I don't know. I don't know that. I mean, it's like a fucking. You go there and then who's there?
Are they typically? Is one of the?
We
girls,
usually go at the same time.
Is one of the 4 girls typically there when you're there?
Yeah, well, that's how I. Yeah, it just. I guess they're
You know
whatever
their
they do in
schedules.
life. Whatever they do in life,
And you're telling
coincides with my schedule.
One of the girls have never looked your way.
No, they. Yeah, no. I mean, you fucking. I mean, you're there. I've been there for fuck. I've been going there for 3 years.
Okay, do you guys say hi?
I've done a tip of cap. I've been like.
Tip of a cap?
What?
What the
Very
fuck are you doing? You're not on a baseball field.
I'm like, hey, nice play.
What is wrong with
Nice
this guy? What is wrong with this guy, Rob?
Great at those.
Tip.
Tip
Asses.
of the cap.
Your wife.
Please call this week's show "Tip of the Cap."
Cap. Ass is perfect.
That's what did it for your wife. Could you imagine if that's what did it
Right.
for your wife?
Maybe that's what it was.
No, definitely wasn't.
He was like, hey.
No, I
We'll get
just boozed my wife up real hard when I first met her.
How did you ask out?
Rob had a bag of lime too.
How did you ask out
Fucking
your wife?
Italian.
How did you ask out your wife?
We
How'd that
actually,
happen?
honestly, we met online. We met online through a dating site, and we went on
All
a
right.
date and went on there, and yeah, we had a great time though. Like we went to a place near her. I wanted to feel comfortable, and we spent hours just chatting. We went to a little local restaurant there, and we just, we were there for hours just talking and.
One of Match.com, one of those sites.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you be on one of those sites?
None of my answers are ever going to be good enough for him.
Let's hear it.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I just haven't.
I mean,
done
how
it.
is that a good
I've
answer
done-
then?
I've done that.
Why should I accept that?
I haven't done the Match.com, but I've done the other ones. And I've gone on dates.
Which site was it, Rock? Which site was it?
Oh, it was one of the free ones. I want to say Plenty of Fish, but I could be wrong. I forgot now. It's been so long. It's like that one of those, you know.
Like rockneedsadate.com, and then she showed up there.
But still, but Kieran, here's the thing: just because I met her on the site, you still have to, it's still meeting the person and interacting.
Last girl I actually dated seriously, what happened was, she followed me on I don't know, one of the Facebook or Instagram or whatever, and I noticed that she was pretty. I wrote to her saying, "Hey, did we ever meet before?" And it turns out we had met before, and then we just started talking, and then I said, "Let's go out. Let's go hang out."
Go.
It's
Simple as that.
But
All right,
what do I have to lose by saying, "Hey, let's go hang out"? She's gonna say, "Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm not available. I don't have a boyfriend. I'm not really, into meeting guys online." Whatever the fuck. Who cares? What do you have to lose?
No, clearly I got some sort of whatever. I don't want to talk about it.
Well, I need to wrap up anyways, Kieran. Unfortunately, this has been
Gotta wrap
fun,
up.
but I gotta
All right.
cut it.
Next Sunday, Rock. He has to have a progress.
Yes, absolutely. There's no reason
Word
not
up.
to.
Word him up.
Word up.
Word him up.
Thank you for Chris Italia for joining us today on the radio.
Thank you, Chris.
Huh?
I feel like we didn't really get
The story of my life. No, it was nice having you. Good luck with Super Troopers 2.
Yes.
Everybody go check out
I'm
Super
so
Troopers.
happy for you, man. I'm proud of you, man. That's awesome. Really cool stuff, man.
Rock. I mean, look at he did the fucking stuff on 30 for 30 with Ric Flair.
That's right.
If you're
Thank you.
absolutely.
He's my favorite wrestler of all time.
If you're in the New York metropolitan area,
Fucking
go
amazing.
check out the Stand Comedy Club.
Yeah.
Standing Room.
What's
And
this music?
This is our music.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I can't use anything that's copywritten.
After our son gets old enough that we could keep with somebody, my wife and I will definitely come back down to the stand because we were talking about it not too long ago. I was like, man, it's been a while because a fun fact. The night before I proposed, part of the weekend, to start the weekend, we went down to the stand. That was my beginning of the weekend. I wanted to make it a whole weekend thing, and it's I want to go to the comedy club, want to take her down there, and Chris hooked us up quite nicely, and thank you again for that.
No problem.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Yeah. So for sure, once the kid's old enough, we're coming back down.
Now I got it.
Oh.
No.
Now I got it. Real quick before you leave, Rock,
Yeah.
because you say, "Hey, do you like comedy?" A friend of mine owns a comedy club here in Arizona.
Nice.
Would love to take you out to a comedy show. sometime.
Perfect.
There you go.
Perfect.
That's it. That's his in.
That's it.
You got
That's
Exciting.
it.
set up over there.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Done.
I'll text you
Good
whenever
night,
that.
everybody.
Chris Italia, thank you to Chris.
Thank
Go
you,
see Super
Chris.
Put my life in.
Yes.
Go see Troopers 2.
Yes.
Good movie. Go see that shit. This is some R&B shit right here.
Real nice.
All right, we'll see you next week. Peace out, Rock.
Later.
Final word. Go ahead.
Word life.
Watch Super Troopers 2, man. Get to theaters.
Thank you, Rob.
You're welcome.
All right. There you go.